Yetta, what's best for casting vision? Pain or pleasure?
Yes.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
We are honored that we've been able to create for you free access to over 653 Life's Inside Track episodes where we share insider tips, making house home, and how to build wealth wisely through real estate. Great news is you can get access to them pretty much anywhere you want. And if you haven't subscribed to the Dekker Team YouTube channel, shut us off and go do it right now. Well, because it's better to do it in the moment, because when you wait, you just never do it. You intend, but you don't go after it.
Okay.
We're going to explore in this segment that there is value and power and benefit in both being motivated by pain and pleasure when you're casting vision.
And why do we want to cast a vision around, and this show is about real estate, so around where we live? What's important about
we know
vision?
that when we cast vision or have a vision of where we're headed and why we're headed there, some sense, we flourish. We as humans were meant to have somewhere to move toward, some purpose out there, some direction to go in. Whereas if we don't have some sense of vision, we probably falter. We don't thrive in the same way. We barely survive at times.
If just going through the motion.
Going through the motion.
We don't have any goal and
right. So rather than faltering, let's flourish.
Yeah.
And the only difference is vision.
So both have their place then, the pain and the pleasure for casting the vision. And pain is the spark, right? That sets the fire.
Well, it can be. I don't think it always is it?
Well, I guess it depends on who you are. More people maybe move towards pleasure. They're always thinking about the pleasure. Other people are sitting in restlessness. Like I was feeling restless, and I call it a healthy dissonance. And even in business and churches, and when the pastor wants to give a new vision, unless he can give some pain as to why it's not okay to stay where they are, generally people won't want to move to something different.
Right. And neither would I. And so when we sat and did our exploration that we talked about in segment A, we talked about that we really identified there wasn't any pain that was significant enough to cause us to go through the pain of making a move.
Yeah, and we started looking at, well, what would we move to? Like, would it be waterfront? Would it be closer? Would it be out? Would it be on a lake? Would it be
in one of the kids' basements?
And I said, we haven't gone to explore that. And you said, what did you say to me? It was very wise.
I don't know.
You remember?
No.
It was, we don't have to go out and look. We've shown people country property. We've shown people waterfront property on lakes, on rivers, and, near where we live now.
We know where our kids live.
An hour away. We know where our kids live. We know country. We don't have to actually go out and look at stuff to be able to decide if there's something drawing us.
Right. Because you did say maybe we should go look at a bunch of property. And you're right. I went, and why would we do that, given we've seen probably 150,000 homes each?
150,000?
Yeah, I'm saying at least.
Yeah.
I did the math some years ago, and it was some crazy amount of money. So the reason we're talking about the pain and
money
pleasure...
or houses?
Houses.
Yeah.
Did I say money?
Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay. It's all connected, right? You got to have money to have a house.
Yes,
you have to have a house to have money. Maybe you have more money if you have a house.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they say.
We'll go with that.
Okay, we're going to go with that. So the whole pain pleasure thing, the reason you've never heard us really talk about it from this perspective before is because I didn't believe that I wanted pain to be a good motivator. Right? I didn't believe that it was good.
Well, it's a good start motivator. It's not good to keep you motivated, whether it be to go buy a house or to improve your health, or, the pain is a good motivator to get you started. But as soon as the pain goes away, the behavior will go back, right? And so we need a pleasure to draw us towards. And we found that with housing, right? When people call us and they go, I don't like this about my house, or I don't like this because I'm angry when I get home because I've driven through traffic and the traffic is way too hectic. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. Now it's driving me absolutely bonkers.
Right. Or they're feeling disconnected from the people they live with because the house is just much larger. So usually the physical element of what's painful has an emotional connection to it in some other deeper way, right? Because if I'm arguing with Ken Moore, could it be that there's some stimulus in my house, or is it all in my heart? It's often a combination of both.
Maybe the house is too expensive. The interest rate's gone up. It's stressing me to the max. We're arguing with each other
about money.
We're arguing. Well, and you might not think it's about money, but you spent money on that, or you took the kids out to McDonald's or wherever. You can't go out for dinner. You can't be buying lunches all the time. You can't go get coffee, right? These things all develop from other bigger sources.
Right. Or even that it's noisy in your home, right? Like maybe the walls, because you're in a townhouse, you hear the neighbor, or maybe you've got road noise and it didn't used to be a problem because the road wasn't so busy. And now it's making you anxious and stressed, even just being in your own space.
Right. So that pain will get you started. And we've had many a client who called us up. They said, I want to go. But they wouldn't price their home to sell, or they wouldn't put it on the market until they had something to go to. That's the pleasure side, right? Because the pain we have might not be as dangerous as the pain we're going to get.
Right. And what we know is more comfortable than the unknown. And if you're sitting with a business that you're saying, it's what I know how to do business the way I'm doing business. I know how to create profits the way I'm creating profits, but they're diminishing. I'm going to maybe encourage you to stretch beyond the pain. And if you haven't already gotten your ticket for June 5th, the Ultimate Sales Machine Bootcamp, all you have to do is go to the dekkerteam.com website. Then get it done, because why not get risk? I think there's risk when there's a vision, but there's a vision for a better way. And if we keep doing what we've been doing, we're going to keep getting what we've been getting, more or less, unless something significant changes.
Right. So back to housing.
Yeah, well, it's all connected, right?
Maybe you have a vision for what you want to upgrade your life, upgrade your, maybe your house isn't modern anymore. Maybe it's not efficient. Maybe it's not getting not gas. maybe you don't have natural gas. And you want natural gas.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Or you want solar panels, and your house, the way it's configured, doesn't allow for solar panels because you want to go energy efficient.
That could be.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's it look like? That's really what we're saying.
Yeah.
What's the future look like for you? What would you ultimately, one of the things we did, we sat in the hot tub and we decided we're not going to do anything right now. But if we had, then we would have sat down and done a whole nother process around what's it look like for where we're going. So the best way to get a picture of your future is actually to create it. And Peter Drucker said that.
He sort of said the best way to predict the future is to create it.
Okay, then Ken Dekker said the other one.
Exactly, it's perfect.
We're clarifying your options, because when your options are clear, your wisdom will flow.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward